Hi ladies, in this video, oops, let's just go up here. We're looking at financial arithmetic, percentages and their applications to financial maths. So this video and the other videos for 4A will cover every question. Okay, so I'm going to do every question. This first video is just going to cover questions 1 to 6. So if you need help with a specific question, you only need to watch, I guess, the video that focuses on that. I'm keeping them short. So the aim would be to just watch one video at a time, as opposed to watching one extremely long video that might get a little bit tedious and boring, and you're falling asleep before you know it. So aiming to keep these below 20 minutes. And this booklet that I've given you, that I'm working through with you, if you've got a printer, print it out and work with me. So 4A is quite long, so it'll be a good idea to do it with me, or if you feel like you can just fast forward to certain points, then do so, but make sure you still do every question. You'll notice I've already got some parts written here because I've already started a video. This is the third time I started. I made a mistake, so I thought I'd just start again. Okay, anyway, so question 1, we're just doing a review of percentages, and same with question 2 is just reviewing percentages. If you need more skill development in percentages, let me know, and I'll create some more worksheets for you that can go over percentages. But in question 1, we're calculating the following as percentages. Give answers correct to 1 decimal place. So we take the amount we have. So, oops. Sorry, I had the eraser on. So we've got 200 over 410, and we're converting it to a percentage. So we multiply it by 100, and then we just do that on the calculator. So 200 divided by 410 times 100. So we get 5. What did I do wrong? How did I not type that in correctly? Oh gosh, sorry, I'm getting distracted. 222, I don't know where I got that from. 200 over 410 times 100 is 48.78. So I'm going to write that to 2 decimal places and then do my rounding. So because we're rounding to 1 decimal place, it's always a good idea to write your answer to more decimal places than are required, and then do your rounding. Okay, so 48.8, and it's percent. Okay, next ones. I've already written these, so I don't have to spend time writing them. So B, $6 of $24.60. So we've got 6 over 24.6. or $24.60, and then to convert it into a percentage, we multiply it by 100. So 6 divided by 24.60 times 100, and we get 24.39. And then we just need to do that to 1 decimal place, so 24.4%. Okay, so the next one, we've got $1.50 over $13.50 multiplied by 100. Oh my gosh, why am I making so many errors today? Sorry, that should be a 5. Okay, so 11.1%. You can write it to 2 decimal places, but no rounding really required there. Question D, we've got 24 over $260. And we times it by 100 to convert it into percentages. So 9.23. So 9.2%. And perhaps stop here and have a go at maybe doing E and F on your own. I'm going to write them anyway. So it's up to you whether you pause. Now, when we're doing 30 cents over 90 cents, you don't have to convert it into dollars, as long as you're consistent. So you don't want to be working with different units. You don't want to be working with dollars and cents. So 33.33. So to 1 decimal place, 33.3%. And then the last one, 50 cents of $2. So this is what I was saying before. So if we convert the 50 cents into dollars, it's 0.5 over 2 times 100. So just do that on the calculator. 0.5 over 200 times 100. And we get 0.25. And we have to do that to one decimal place, which makes it 0.3%. Hold on, I didn't multiply by 100. Silly me, how did I not realize that? Okay, should be 25%. Oh my gosh. How am I making all these errors? 25%. And we don't need, that's exact. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't pick that up before. Sorry, girls. Okay, question 2. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, I didn't do times 100. I did do times 100. What did I? Oh, do you know what I did? Is I divided by 200. So I converted the, oh my God, I converted the cents into dollars and the dollars into cents. So there we go. And then multiplied by 100. Okay, 25. All right, let's concentrate more. Question 2. Calculate the amount of the following percentage increases and decreases. Give your answer to the nearest cent. Okay, so we're increasing a 10% increase on 26,000. So if we're doing a percentage increase, we're going to be doing 1 plus our percentage amount over 100 times 26,000. Okay, so basically what this 1 means, sorry, the 1 means we want to include the 26,000 and then we're adding an extra 10% on that. Sorry, I should put that in brackets. And you will know that we did this when we did number patterns and recursion. So percentage increase and percentage decrease. So we're going to have 1 plus 10 over 100 and put it in brackets. I should have done that first. So 1 plus 10 over 100 and then multiply that by your amount, so 26,000. So we get 28,600. So that's a 10% increase. So 28,600. So that's the new amount. Now, if you just wanted to work out what 10% of 26,000 is, so 10% of 26,000. So just convert that 10% into decimals. So 10 over 100. The of is kind of like a multiply, and 26,000. And you can see we've gone from 26,000 up to 28,600. So I know my answer has to be 2,600. So let's just check and see what we get. $2,600. All right, so for question B, we have 5% increase on $4,000. So if we wanted to work out what the new amount would be, it's just 1 plus the percentage. So in this case, 5 over 100 times the amount. So 4,000. So on the calculator, get it? So in brackets, 1 plus 5 on 100 times 4,000. So our new amount is 4,200. Should put my dollars in, huh? But if we wanted to do 5% of 4,000 is equal to 5 over 100. So just converting it into a decimal times 4,000. And I'm not going to do it on the calculator, but I can tell you that it's 200. So the first answer, what we have is the new amount. So new amount here and the new amount here. and this is the increased amount. And this is the increased amount. Now, I think the question just wants the increased amount. So what we might do is do C, D, E, and F, just doing the increased amount, not the new amount. But just remember, it depends on what it's asking you. So for this one, we've got 12.5% increase on 1600. So we've got percentage, 12.5 over 100 times 1600. So what I've got here is 12.5%. Okay, this times means of 1600. Okay, so 12% of 1600, what you do is convert it to a decimal first. But word of means to multiply, and then 1600. So I'll just quickly do that on the calculator. And we get $200. Whoops. All right, and D, 15%. So 15% can be written as 15 over 100 times 12. Okay, our original amount. So I'll do that on the calculator. So we get 1.8. So remember, we're working with money. So we write $1.80. All right, and then E, 10% decrease. So this time I might do both the new amount and the amount that we've decreased by. So it's kind of similar to what we've done in A, and you might remember this when we did number patterns and recursion. So percentage increase, U plus, and with percentage decrease, we subtract. So we're going to do 1 minus our interest rate, which is 10, so 10 over 100. So both A and E have a 10% interest rate. Okay, so it's just coincidental, it's the same, times 18,650. All right, so we do that on the calculator. So 1 minus, remember when it's a decrease, we're subtracting 10 over 100 times 18,650. So our new amount is 16,785. Okay, so let's say you were buying maybe a car and there was a 10% sale on, your new amount would be 16,785. Now, if you wanted to know, so this, I might just write that down. So this is your decreased amount or your new amount. Sorry, this is your, what did I call it before? I want to be consistent. Yeah, your new amount. Okay, so if you wanted to buy a car, that's how much it would cost with 10% discount. But if you wanted to know how much discount you got, obviously you can subtract it from your new amount, or you can just convert your percentage into a decimal and multiply that by the amount, so 18,650. So on your calculator, 10 divided by 100 times 18,650. So 1,865. So that's how much money you save. So I'll write that here. This is your decreased amount. So it all depends on what the question is asking you as to whether you need the new amount or just the decreased amount. All right, and let's just finish off with F. Okay, 2% decrease on 1 million. 1 million, yeah. Okay, so if you wanted to work out the new price, remember it's 1 minus your percentage rate over 100 times your original amount. make sure I get all my zeros correct. Okay, put that into the calculator. So 1 minus 2 over 100 times a million. So we get 980,000. So you could probably say, oh, you're buying a house and you get 2% discount. So you can then say, well, the house is worth that. So that's your new amount. And if you wanted to work out your decreased amount, so I can see it's gone down, what is that, 20,000? But if you wanted to work it out, you could just do 2 over 100, so converting your percentage into a decimal times a million, and then just put that into your calculator. So 2 over 100 times 1 million, and there's 20,000. Okay, so that's your decreased amount. So if you wanted to know how much discount you got, you can say that's your discount. Okay, decreased amount. All right, let's have a look now at the next section. So here we've got some application style questions. So in question 1 and 2, we're just looking at some skills. So applying discount. So in general, R% discount is applied. Sorry, if R% discount is applied, your discount is just R over 100 times the original price. And your new, so that's what I was doing. If I just scroll up, and maybe I can keep it up on the same. Okay, so you can see that's what I did here on ENF. Might just say that's what I did here and here. Okay, so working out the discount. So you got your percentage rate over 100 times your original price. If you got your new price, what you can do is your original price minus your discount. So what I did is I actually did it this way. Okay. So you can do it that way, or you can just take your original amount, which we've got here, and subtract your decreased amount to get your new amount. So there's a few ways you can do it. Okay, so what I did here in E and F to get the new amount, I used the skills that you learned when we did number patterns and recursion, but there's nothing stopping you from getting your new amount by starting with your original value and then subtracting your discount. All right, so there's an example here, okay, but we've just done a few questions, so let's get stuck into question 3. So calculate the amount of the discount for the following to the nearest cent. So we've got 24% discount on $360. So we take the the percentage over 100. So we're converting the percentage now to a decimal, and we multiply that by our original amount, so 360, and then just plug that into the calculator. So 24 over 100 times 360, so $86.40. Okay, so that's your amount of discount. If you wanted to work out the new price, you just subtract your discount from the original. All right, which I guess is what we're probably going to be doing in question 4. Maybe, when we get to it. Okay, 72%, so 72 over 100 times 250. Okay, so $180. Question C, 6%, so 6 over 100 times $9.60. So again, doing that on the calculator, 6 over 100 times $9.60. Okay, so 0.576. So I'm going to write that down, 0.576. Now we're dealing with money, so we've got to round that to 2 decimal places. So it's going to be 0.58. So that's 7 rounds up. All right, and then question D, 9% discount on 812. Sorry, I should put dollar there. 812. So 9 over 100 times 812. So 7308. Okay, let's have a look at applying markup. So before we were looking at discounts, so we were decreasing the price, and here the markup, so we're increasing. So this time we've got to work out your amount that you've increased. It's just R over 100 times your original price. So we actually did this in, if I scroll back up to question 1, in A and B. Okay, so we did that. Now I might just mark it here. Exactly the same working out. All right, just to work out the increased amount, and the new amount I've put there. So that's the second part of this. So your new price is your original price plus your increase, but I showed you earlier how we did it when we did number patterns and recursion. All right, so there's example 2, which you can look at, but we've kind of already done some questions. So let's skip straight into question 4. So calculate the new increased price for each of the following. So again, we do our interest rate. Actually, I'm just wondering now if they wanted the discount or the new price. Oh no, that one's the amount of the discount. This one here, calculate the new increased price. Okay, so I'll show you both ways. So I'll show you the way that I did it in question 1, and then I'll show you the other way, so you can decide which way you would like to do it. So it's 1 plus your interest rate over 100. So we're just converting that interest, that percentage. Why am I calling it interest? Sorry, it's percentage. So your percentage over 100. I think I'm so used to doing interest problems. Okay, times your original amount, so 260. Now, if you were doing it the other way, which I might do in blue, it's your original amount, so 260 plus 12%, so 12 over 100, because we're converting it into a decimal, times 260. And if you remember back to when we expanded brackets, they're exactly the same thing, okay? What we've done in A, or the first part of A in pink, is what we did with number patterns and recursion, and it's also what you will basically be doing in financial maths, okay? But you can do it both ways, and there's nothing wrong with doing it either way. Okay, so I'll just show you the first one. So the pink one, 1 plus 12 over 100 times 260. Okay, so our new amount, so let's say if it's marked up by 12%, so it means it's increased by 12%, so we get $291.20. And then the second one, 12 over 100 times 260, we get the same answer. So it's up to you how you do it. So 291.20. Okay, and same here, 291.20. Now, I prefer the first method because that's what you're going to see a lot. Okay, so I'm going to do the rest of them like that, but I just did it in blue to show you what they were showing you earlier. Yeah, the new price. Okay, so B, 1 plus 8% over 100, or 8 over 100, times your original, so 580. And I'm just going to do C and D as well. So 42, oops, what am I doing? Sorry. I was going to write the question out, but I just realized I haven't been doing that. 60 over 100. So there's your percentage rate, 60% over 100. So we're just converting it to a decimal. The 1 plus just means we're including the original amount, so 42.50. And then D. Okay, so our percentage rate is 17, so 17 over 100 times 5,400. All right, so let's do all that in the calculator just quickly. All right, so 1 plus 8 over 100 times 580. So we get 626.40. And let's do C. 1 plus is it 60 over 100 times 42.50. So $68. And then D, scroll back over this side. So 1 plus 17 over 100 times 5,400, so 6,318. Now we are dealing with money, so we probably should write 0.00. Okay. All right, so remember the pink way, it might seem like the more complicated way right now, but it will help you later on when we're doing things like simple interest, or not simple interest, compound interest, or we're doing loans and investments. It just helps you understand how to do your recurrence relation. So probably a good idea to stick with how I've done it in pink as opposed to the blue way, but it's exactly the same. Okay, just a little bit different. All right, I'm going to keep going. So I'm just trying to work out which question I was stopping at. All right, so moving on, calculating percentage, discount or increase. So if we're looking at percentage discount, it's just the discount over the original price. So it's similar to what we've done before. Percentage increase, the increase over the original price. So you need to understand what the discount or the increase was first. It's multiplied it by over 100, multiplied it by 100 over 1 because it's converting it into a percentage. All right, and there's an example there for you. All right, so calculate the new discounted price for the following. All right. Okay, so 2,000. Okay, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, we've done something similar to this. So we want to take, if we're doing, they're all discounted. Okay, so it means we're going to be going down in price. So you can always check your answer. So it's going to be 1 minus our percentage rate, so 9 over 100 times your original price, so 2,050. So on the calculator, 1 minus 9 over 100 times 2050. So our new amount, so let's say we were buying, I don't know, what's worth 2,000, maybe a bike, a really fancy bike, and it's 10% off. The new price is 1865.50. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do all of them before putting it on the calculator because it's so time consuming doing it on the calculator. Times 1160. Okay, so you just plug that into your calculator. Remember, these are all discounted, so I put the minus sign here, whereas the previous question, they're all increases. Okay, so, sorry. 1 minus 82 over 100 times 154 Then D, 1 minus 3 over 100 times 10,600. We'll just do E and F. So 1 minus 13.5 over 100 times 980. And then F, 1 minus 8 over 100 times 2,860. All right, so I'm just going to pause and do them on my calculator, but you should be doing them on your calculator as well. All right, so I've put all the answers in. Just be careful with your answers to decimal places. So for B, I got 11.136. I'll just double check that. So you just want to make sure that you're just doing it to 2 decimal places and rounding correctly. So it's 11.14. And then the other answers are all there, but hopefully we both got the same. It's always promising. All right, question 6. The price of an item was reduced from $25 to $19. What percentage discount was applied? So we need to work out the discount first. So 25 minus 19 is 6. So we got a $6 discount. So we're just going to do $6 of the original amount, so 25 times 100. Okay, and that's where I probably should have put question 5 before this theory, but you're looking at your percentage discount. So your discount over the original price. Okay, so the discount in this question was 6 over 25. So I'm just going to do it on my little handheld calculator. So 6 over 25 times 100 is $24. 24%. Sorry. Part B, the price of an item was increased from 25 to 30. So the increase. Now we're going from 30 to 25. So we take the bigger number, subtract the smaller number. So we get $5. So the increase amount over the original price times 100 to convert it into a percentage. So 5 over 30 times 100. So we get 16. And we'll just do it to 2 decimal places, so 16.67%. And that was it. And then we move on to the next set of questions in the next video. All right, bye girls.